Welcome back to Mind Quarters. I'm Kelly Mara. At Mind Quarters, I talk a lot about being present. And I was thinking about how much that actually matters when it comes to friendships, dating, and just feeling comfortable around other people. Think about what it feels like when you're talking to someone and they're really listening to you. They're looking at you and they're not picking up their phone every 30 seconds. You can feel the difference, right? And I think sometimes we underestimate how attractive that is, not just in a dating sense, but in people in general. There's something really nice about being around people who make you feel like they actually want to be there with you. Now think about the opposite. You're telling someone something and they're looking over your shoulder, checking a notification, or half listening while they scroll. Even if they don't mean anything by it, you notice. And without saying a word, they've basically communicated something else might be more interesting than you right now. That doesn't feel great. I also think we sometimes have the wrong idea about what social confidence looks like. We picture the person who walks into a room and talks to everyone, always knows what to say, or never seems nervous. But confidence can be much quieter than that. Sometimes confidence is simply being comfortable enough to stay in the conversation you're already having. You're not looking around to see who else is there. You're not worrying about whether you're saying the perfect thing. You're listening. You're asking a question because you actually want to hear the answer. And I think this gets especially interesting when you're nervous. Maybe you're talking to someone you really like. Maybe you're hanging out with a new group of people and you want them to like you. Maybe you're on a first date, or you walk into a party and immediately start wondering where to stand, who to talk to, and whether you look uncomfortable. Gosh, that can be really uncomfortable. That's usually when your attention turns inward. You start thinking, what am I going to say? Was that stupid? Why did I just say that? What do I do with my hands? Do they think I'm awkward? And now, while you're technically standing there with another person, you're actually having an entire second conversation inside your own head. We've all done that. But here's something you can try the next time that happens. Get curious about the person in front of you. Actually listen to what they're saying. Ask them something you genuinely want to know. Notice what they're excited about. Let their answer lead to the next part of the conversation instead of trying to plan 3 sentences ahead. It gives your brain somewhere else to go besides constantly evaluating yourself. And that's one reason I think presence can actually help with social confidence. You stop trying so hard to appear confident and start participating in what actually is happening. This matters in friendships too. Think about the people you feel closest to. Chances are they remember things you've told them. They notice when something seems off. You don't feel like you have to compete for their attention. That kind of a connection doesn't necessarily happen because someone has amazing social skills. A lot of the time, it happens because they pay attention. The hard part is that paying attention is getting harder for all of us. We're so used to checking our phones, answering something while someone is talking, or thinking about the next thing before we've even finished the thing we're doing. So being present actually takes some practice. Maybe the next time you're with a friend, you leave your phone in your bag instead of putting it on the table. Or when someone is telling you a story, notice if you've already started planning what you're going to say next and bring your attention back to what they're saying. And if you catch yourself drifting, that's okay. Just come back. Those are tiny things, but people feel them. And the more you practice doing this, the more you might notice something else. You're spending less time wondering what everyone thinks about you because you're actually with them. So the next time you're nervous about someone, instead of asking yourself, how do I seem more confident? Try asking a different question. How can I be more present right now? Because maybe social confidence isn't always about learning how to be more interesting. Maybe it starts with becoming more interested. This is Mind Quarters, and your mind is your greatest strength.